finally the international break is over. Finally I'm back with another episode of Just United. And just quickly, if any of you are wondering, well, where was your Villa preview? I did that in my previous episode. It's just because of the international break there hasn't been an episode since. And here we are now, where I'm going to be discussing that game against Aston Villa from Saturday, where we did beat them 3-1. What a result. I didn't expect anything else, to be honest, and we needed that as well. As you can see with the league table on the right side of your monitor there, we are up into third. That is because City, on the Saturday, they had a game in hand because they were playing on the Monday against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. Now, because I'm recording this on the Wednesday, that game has happened, and yes, City lost against Crystal Palace. It's always difficult for teams like for City, for Liverpool, as we saw last season, to go to Selhurst Park at such a crucial time in the season, because Palace, they just do a fantastic job of putting a stop to dreams for teams like City and Liverpool. As we saw last year, if Liverpool had have beaten Palace, they probably would have gone on, or could have gone on, to win the league, whereas they didn't, and it came to a stop there as it ended 3-3, I think it was the result there. They just came away with a point. But anyway, City lost on Monday. 2-1 was the final score, which means that United will stay in third. Now, this weekend is the big one. It's the Manchester derby, and it's going to be played at Old Trafford. But I'm going to be getting into that in a minute. I want to talk about the Aston Villa game, which was also played at Old Trafford on Saturday. So, as we know, the final score 3-1. We saw Herrera grab 2 goals, and we also saw a fabulous finish from Wayne Rooney. That was Rooney at his finest. I mean, it was a, do I dare say, reckless first touch. I mean, he didn't bring it down as well as he wanted to, probably, Rooney, but with him scoring the goal in the end, I think it just made everything look fantastic. He meant it. Rooney meant it. It was just Rooney all over. That's what we've come to know, and yeah, it's just brilliant having him playing up front again for Manchester United. That's where he belongs, playing up front as a striker for Manchester United. And I'm glad Van Gaal has actually realised that now, because as we know, at the first half of the season, Rooney was in that number 10 role, sometimes even dropping deeper, and we just weren't getting the best out of Rooney. Now we are. We saw that when Fergie was in charge. Rooney would be playing up front, and it was pretty much guaranteed that Rooney would be on that score sheet. And that's what's happening now as we head towards the end of the season. Now, as we all know, and it's been in Manchester United's DNA now for a very, very long time, that we always put in our best performances towards the end of the season. We will exclude last year, as it just didn't work out. But apart from that, we always seem to come alive and go on a final charge, whether it be for the league title, or, for example, this season, going for the top 3 or top 2. Now, I don't think United have lost in 5 games now, which, you know, is fantastic. It's very promising, and United are definitely treating these last games of the season. We've only got 7 games to go now after Saturday, but we're definitely treating every single fixture like a cup final. And as I probably mentioned in my last episode of Just United, or probably the one before that, you know, Van Gaal, I think it's clicking. I think something is just, it's gone. And the penny's dropped. And now Manchester United are playing to Van Gaal's way. It's his way now. It's not the Manchester United way. It's how he wants the team to play. And I tell you what, I think it's brilliant, because we are dominating the game, possession-wise. And we're getting goals. We are scoring again. Because we went through that dip, didn't we, not so long ago, where we were like, well, the defence is okay, but it's up front, which we're kind of worried about. We never thought that was going to happen in the summer, when we brought in the likes of Di Maria, Falcao, and we have Robin van Persie as well with Rooney. But we are scoring again. It's brilliant. We are back to being Manchester United. I don't know what that was earlier in the season. I don't know what it was last year. Just wasn't Manchester United, but we are United once again. That divide is gone. I think for me, as a fan, you know, going into every game, I feel confident now. I feel confident that we are going to get a result. We're going to win. And that was the case on Saturday against Aston Villa. Now, as we all know, Villa, they've just recently, not so long ago, got rid of Paul Lambert. They've had a change of managers, bringing in Tim Sherwood pretty quickly. And it's been for the good for them. I mean, they've started scoring as well. They had that fantastic game. Who is against now? They beat them 4-0. Benteke and Agbon Lahore getting on the score sheet with 2 goals. I think it was against, I know they played away, I think it was against Sunderland. I think I'm right in saying it was Sunderland. But, you know, they found their confidence a bit. You know, they're trying to survive in the Premier League because they're in that relegation battle at the moment. And sometimes when teams are in that frame of mind, you know, they've just realised, you know, we've got to survive here. If we want to be playing Premier League football next season, we've got to start putting in performances. We've got to start winning games. And sometimes, you know, that can work in their favour, and they can go to these teams like Man United, for example, like Chelsea, like Liverpool, like City, and so on, and they can get results. And we've seen it in the past, even when Sir Alex was in charge. We've dropped points against teams that are trying to survive in the Premier League. But going into the game on Saturday, I was confident that we were going to get the result, and we did. Now, my only gripe with the game on Saturday was that we hadn't scored 2 goals before half-time. I wanted United to be 2-0 up going in at half-time. We made it 1-0 in the 43rd minute. Took long enough. We just weren't crucial enough in front of goal. In that final third, we failed to take our chances. I mean, we were decent everywhere else, but it was just making their keeper work that kind of let us down. We weren't taking enough shots and we weren't taking enough chances. But all was good in the second half. Nothing to complain about there. I mean, I suppose you could put it down to, again, it being in United's DNA that we have one good half and one bad half. And maybe the second half against Villa was our very good half, and obviously in the first half, and so on. But damn, it is so good to see Herrera getting that start that he so deserves. He had a great start to his career at United. Yes, we lost that first game against Swansea at Old Trafford, but there was just something about Herrera. We know that he was brilliant at Bilbao, but there was just something, and then Van Gaal just stopped playing him, and it's like, when is Herrera going to be able to start? And it was the same with Mata as well. They finally got into the first team, and who would have thought, it's just reminded me, who would have thought that at the start of the season, when we captured the signing of Falcao and Di Maria, these world-class players that are well-known worldwide, who would have thought that it would be Ashley Young and Fellaini that we would be praising come the end of the season, instead of Falcao and Di Maria? It's absolutely bizarre, but at the same time, amazing. I love the fact that we can rely heavily now on Fellaini and also Ashley Young, and we've also got Di Maria and Falcao as backup. Amazing. I can't wait to see what Van Gaal does in the summer, what bit of business he's going to be doing, who he's going to be bringing in to be a Manchester United player next season. I will probably do a video at the end of the season with my prediction of transfers and everything, and go over who I think I'd like to see at United and so on. So you've got that to look forward to, guys, here on Just United. So moving on then, this Sunday, what am I going on about? This Sunday we are playing against Manchester City at Old Trafford. It's the Manchester derby. It's a big one, as you can see with the league table, as you know, with City losing on Monday against Palace. They dropped 3 points there, big style. We can take advantage of that now. If we can beat City on Sunday, we can go 4 points above them. Can we do it? Yes, we can. We can beat Manchester City. They are crumbling, and it looks like the future of Pellegrini is very uncertain. It looks like he could possibly be getting the sack at the end of the season. But United have to be very cautious on Sunday. Not too cautious. Obviously, we will go into that game feeling confident because of the run that we are on at the moment. But cautious because City, they're fighting for survival as well, if you want to put it that way. They want to be playing Champions League football next season. So United this Sunday can't afford to go into the game feeling overconfident. We've got to be cautious because City, they will fancy their chances on Sunday. And United have just got to be prepared for that. And I'm sure they will be. I have every bit of faith that they will, but it's just the fact that City will definitely be up for this game to try and put a stop to United being above them in the league, and that's only natural, right? So whatever happens, we are in for a massive game on Sunday, and to top it all off, we've got Mark Clattenburg in charge of the game. He's going to be the referee. Yay! He's going to ruin it. Now, normally on an episode of Just United, I would give you guys my prediction of United's starting lineup for the weekend's fixture, but once again, just like the previous episode of Just United, I'm going to say stick with the same starting lineup with Fellaini, with Young, with Rooney, Mata, Herrera, De Gea, and so on. We need to keep that consistency strong with that lineup, and that is what will see us safely over the finishing line this season. Anyway guys, that's going to be it for this episode of Just United. Hope that you've all enjoyed. I will see you all very soon for the next one, where I will be reviewing the Manchester derby and also looking ahead to our next fixture against Chelsea. It's going to be huge. And just quickly before I do sign off, if you haven't already, you can come follow me on both Facebook and Twitter. The links can be found in the description below. And there we go. That's it from me then guys. Thanks for watching.